Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristen with Monarch Plans, and today I'm doing my plan with me for the week of October 18th through the 24th. I am in my MakseLife planner this week. I have just been kind of skipping around to different planners recently just to figure out what I want to do for 2022. I'm trying to decide between like an hourly planner or a vertical planner. Really, those are my two options. I think I've narrowed it down to, so we'll just have to see. As always, the Plum Paper Me Planner is in the running. I think that one kind of like always works in general, but sometimes I have a preference for like hourly or just a plain vertical. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So I am using my MakseLife this week. I am planning on using some stickers from Lemon and Honey Studio, which I got for October. And I have two kits from Pam's shop that I really want to use, but I have no idea which one to use. And so I'll show you guys. Obviously, if you're watching this, you can't necessarily like vote on which one I should use, but I don't know, maybe just talking it out will help me decide. So I have this kit, which is really, really cute. Let me put the other one over to the side. It's like this candy type, you know, kind of like bright colors. And so there's like washi here. And then this page is the full boxes, which these are just super fun. I really, really like them. I love the colors. Like I said, they're bright. They're definitely not like typical Halloween colors, but there's just something about them that I really like. Here is kind of the main sheet with some of the scripts and everything. And then we have the boxes. And that is it. So this is kind of like a different kit that I do like it. It's definitely like Halloween themed, but it's a little bit different than like what the normal Halloween would be. And then I have this kit that is like very, very spooky and scary. And so here's the washi. It's like these really creepy trees. And let me just kind of show you the rest of the pages and you'll see what I mean. They're very, very creepy. So this is just kind of like the main page. I have the boxes here, and then the next page is like scary. Like it's actually scary, and that is what made me buy it. But like, look at that. Look at that. That is terrifying. I don't like clowns at all, and that is a very scary clown. So let me just cover that. But like all the other stuff is really scary too. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I have to use this in my planner because it is so appropriate for Halloween that like I just have to use it. So I'm trying to decide between those two. I honestly won't put the clown in my planner because that's just like too much for me. But I don't know. I know that next week when it's like actually Halloween, I am using a different kit. I'm using my Halloween kit from my shop. So I have to decide between these two. So what I think I might do is I might just kind of go all out and use this like really creepy kit. I don't know. It just kind of screams like super spooky. And then the kit I'm using next week is more along the lines of that other one where it's like not as spooky. It's more like traditional, kind of cartoony. So I guess I'll do this one. So let's just get started. Let me start putting down the washi and then we can go from there. I guess I'll just put the washi at the bottom of the page like I normally do, and we will see how this goes. I'm trying to decide, should I put it down here or should I put it like more in the middle to kind of block things out? I guess I'll put it like kind of in the middle a little bit, and then I can use this bottom section for like a couple different things. If I want to put like workouts down there, or I can also use that for meals and stuff like that. So let me put that, bend that over so it doesn't rip the page. I always have some issues with this sticker paper and some of these planners where it just doesn't pull up very easily if I accidentally stick it down. Okay, so there is that. And then let me get this other side down, but I have a pretty busy week in terms of like meetings and stuff at work this week. So I will definitely be putting in a lot of appointment labels, and that is where I really would love to have an hourly planner because I've kind of mentioned it before, like I like being able to visualize the meetings I have and see kind of like where I have breaks and stuff, so I know where I can maybe work on other projects and stuff for work, because I definitely have like a very project-based job. So it's nice to know like when I have just kind of open blocks of time to really get things done. But all of the hourlies that I know of are all like, they don't have the hours that I need. I really liked when Erin Condren's were like, didn't have the half hours, because it went, I think, until like 9 p.m. or something like that in the hourly, and that is way more like what I need in terms of time. So I don't know, I feel a little bit conflicted about looking for an hourly, but if you know of any other hourlies that actually have more time, please let me know, because I would definitely like to check out other planners. Okay, so here is that. I'm putting it up here, and then I'll just put the date labels right on top, so I don't have to worry about like spacing things out perfectly. And I feel like I keep on misplacing my stuff. Okay, here's this. I'm really excited for Halloween. I feel like we're not ready yet. We didn't get any candy or anything like that, but it's just kind of sneaking up on us. But we plan to have family over, and I think what we're gonna do for Halloween, and we haven't done this before, but we are going to just sit out in the driveway, and we are thinking about going and getting like a fire pit and sitting out in the driveway and bringing our barbecue from our backyard up to the front and barbecuing, because in Arizona it's usually still pretty warm, even on like at the end of October. So we probably will have family over, and we'll all just like sit in the front in the driveway and hand out candy and stuff like that. But it's a little hard because we haven't lived here for a Halloween before. Like, we just moved in April, so we don't really know how busy it'll be. But like, our neighborhood is perfect for trick-or-treating, so I can't imagine that we won't be busy, because we're literally like in a subdivision that has tons of houses pretty close together, so it's like the perfect place to come trick-or-treating. So we'll just have to see how it is, but hopefully we get a lot of trick-or-treaters, and it just makes it easier if we're just sitting out in the front, so we're not constantly having to get up when the doorbell rings. So we will see how that goes. But it's just so crazy, because growing up I always lived in a place that was like extremely cold when it was Halloween. So it's just so different being down here, and it is like warm for Halloween. So I just remember when I was little, I would have to like layer up and always be wearing like a jacket over my costume and all that kind of stuff. And here it's like you almost have to plan your costume around it being warm. So just so different in different places. But I definitely miss like the leaves turning and having that typical like Halloween and fall experience, because the leaves here don't fall until like literally Christmas Day is when we start having fall and like leaves actually start coming off the trees. So just very, very different. I definitely wish there were better, more defined seasons down here, but that's okay. We have a beautiful winter, so that's the trade-off, I guess. But okay, so this is the last header that I'll put down. Sorry, I know I was blabbering, but I just have to fill some of the time there as you're putting things down. So there is that. I think that looks pretty good. And let me think about which box I want to put in up here. I feel like I'll just use the one that's kind of like specifically looks like it's meant to be up there. It says "Don't Be Afraid" one. And then the other ones, I'm trying to think where I want to put these other boxes, because I usually don't and lately haven't been using the full boxes, but I would like to this time because it's like a themed spread, so I might as well. So I think I'll use the 7 different boxes, and I'm definitely not using this one, so that will be these 7. I'll put them probably like in the middle maybe, so there's space for like appointments and then space for to-do list items, and then hopefully we should be just good with that. Or I might like spread the pictures out. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out in just a few minutes. But let me put this down. And I feel like I can just put it here if I remember correctly. I used my MakseLife pretty consistently earlier this year, but then it's like I went to some other planners and always forget how exactly I laid this out. Okay, so let's see. Let me put in my weekend sticker to Lemon and Honey Studio. Recently like reformatted her kits to kind of change things around, and I really like what she did. Some of the changes she made. It's really cute. So I think what I'll do is I'll put my weekend sticker down here. I think that looks okay. And then I have just more space for everything up here. And I do actually really like this little habit sticker, so I'll stick that over the top of this. It said habits anyways, but I just really like this font, so I will just do that. And then other than that, I will wait on the rest of these things, but let me start putting in some of my appointments, I guess, or maybe I should put these in first. I guess I should probably put the boxes in first, and then I'll work around the boxes and put the rest in, maybe. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what would be best, but let's just do that. So I might just go in order. There's really nothing specific, like no specific order that I really want to go in. So I will just stick like the cat in, like something like this. I don't know where these should go exactly. So let's just do that. And I'll just kind of stagger them. I probably won't make it super specific. And actually I need to figure out if I have a bunch of meetings on any of these days. I feel like I don't. So I'll just put this one up a little bit further. Because I'm spending so much time on these things, I think I'm going to just speed through putting the rest of these on so you can see it after the fact, because I definitely have a lot of stuff to write in my planner and I really don't want this to be super duper long. So let me speed right through and I will be right back and this will be all done. Okay, so here is everything all laid out. I have all of the little full boxes and everything on here, and I would say that I like the way it looks, but it is very creepy. So I wouldn't say I like it. I like how everything goes together and how it kind of is all spaced out, but the pictures themselves are super creepy. But that is what I'm going for this week. It's definitely out of the norm for me, so I am super excited to kind of see how the rest of this spread turns out. But what I'm gonna do is start writing some of my appointments and everything on these labels, and then from there I'll stick them in and we can kind of go over how my week looks at the very end. But I have a couple meetings at work that I need to get done, or that I have scheduled for this week. And so Monday I don't have any meetings scheduled, but the one thing that I do have, and let me figure out, I only have these two, and it looks like there's some labels up here, so at least I have those. And I have these little flag things down here. So what I think I'll do is I will put 6 o'clock. Andrew has bowling on Monday. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'll just do 6 p.m. I was debating on whether or not to get out my white gel pen and start writing in the flags, but just too much work. I need to figure out even where my gel pen is, so I don't want to have to do that. Again, later this week, there is Cars and Coffee, which I think we'll go to again this week. It's just a super fun way to do, or super fun thing to do on the weekend mornings. So just kind of like get up early and go hang out. I have my MakseLife, or Club Moxie has our closing meditation on Tuesday. And so I'll just put meditate. So there's those 3 things. So I have those done. And then now let me, like I said, start writing in some of my work appointments. I have a couple meetings. So the first one is at 10:30. I have another one at 4 o'clock. Hopefully that one's a pretty quick meeting. And let me put this to the side since I don't have any more labels on it. And that should be it for Tuesday. On Wednesday, I have 3 different meetings. So at 1 o'clock, I have a phone call. At 2 o'clock, I have a phone call. Like everything is all bunched in the afternoon. And then at 3 o'clock, I have a call. Okay, so those are my 3 meetings for Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I have a conference that I'm going to all day long. So I am going to use one of these labels up here. I'm not going to use this one because it has the clown face in the background and that's too much for me. So I am going to put all my stuff on this one. And I'm going to leave this blank because I have a feeling I'm going to have to meet my coworkers at work so we can carpool. So I'm just leaving that open so we can include more information if we need to. And other than that, I have nothing else on Thursday for work, but I do have to pick up groceries on that day. And then that is it in terms of appointments for this week. So that is nice that I literally had the perfect number of like smaller labels and that one bigger label. And then the only other thing that I wanted to put on a bigger label, or I guess the 2 things I wanted to put on bigger labels, was on Wednesday, I am releasing and restocking my Oops bags in my shop. So I am going to put that on one of these labels. And then the next one, I have some new releases later this week also that are just more like decorative type releases. So it's not like full kits, it's just more like individual sheets that I'm releasing. So I also have that going on. And I am definitely excited about that because I love when I'm able to do multiple releases in the month. So I think that's it in terms of those types of things. But other than that, I am pretty sure that this is it for label stuff for like my shop. And then the one last thing, and I know I said that was kind of like the last thing, is the pricing guide for the MakseLife planners for the 2022 releases is being sent out on the 21st. So I am going to put that in because I really can't wait to kind of get all that information together, because MakseLife is definitely like in the front running for my planner stuff next year. And I'm super excited about their daily and all their new options and everything like that. So I am definitely going to be paying attention on Thursday when they release their information. So I'm going to put that in here. Okay. I guess what I'll probably do is maybe I'll just make this a little bit longer plan with me, and let me just stick these in while we're talking. So let me go through and do this. I think I'll just stick some of these like up here at the top, especially like my work stuff. I have a couple things for work on Tuesday. But yeah, I mentioned it kind of in the beginning, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do for 2022 for a planner. And I've kind of been experimenting a little bit. If you've seen on my My Instagram, you've seen I've kind of been messing around with some of my like layouts and stuff, trying to figure out what exactly I am wanting in my spreads. But comment down below what your plans are for 2022 in terms of your planner, because it just seems like such a toss-up. It's like I think I'm certain, and I know I found the Plum Paper Me planner and I really do love it, but there's just something in my brain that keeps on coming back to like a vertical or an hourly that has more flexibility than that Me planner, because that Me planner feels a little bit less flexible than some of the other planners I have. So I don't know. It's just kind of so confusing to me. I'm trying to figure out exactly like what to do. And I'm trying not to spend like $1 billion on planners this year, which I know is really hard, but it's like, I just don't want to do that. I think the first couple years I was planning, I was like a little bit more okay with spending money, and I probably shouldn't have been, but I definitely want to be a little bit better about saving money and only buying like new planners and stuff either when I need them for my shop, which is, I mean, pretty consistently for like sizing stickers and all that stuff, or when I like know for sure what I want. So it's just kind of hard to narrow things down. So definitely going through that struggle right now, but I'm sure that I will get that all figured out before 2022. But let me know if there's like any planners that you guys have seen or have tried that you guys really like, because I'm definitely willing to try different things or at least experiment with layouts and stuff. But I feel like I've tried like so many different planners, so that's kind of where it gets kind of difficult. So also just trying to make sure I put these like on the right days. So new releases, oops, I accidentally grabbed the wrong one. New releases are happening on Friday. So I'll put this one up here, but the oops bags are happening on Wednesday. So I'm gonna put this down here. And then Thursday I have that forum, which I guess I'll just put, maybe I should just put it at the top. Man, I'll just put it down here. How do I balance all the stuff going on and these like super creepy pictures? It's just, ugh, these pictures are just so scary. The pricing guide for MakseLife will be sent out, and I guess I could put it down here. Or should I put it up here? Maybe up here. I'll put it down here. I'm just like, oh man, I don't know. I've just kind of not done a layout like this with the boxes in a very long time. So, okay, there is that. And then the only other thing is grocery pickup. I'm gonna do that on Friday. I'm gonna put in my order on Thursday night, so I don't have to worry about going around work. I can kind of set it for whatever. And so that is it for the labels, other than, oops, I just saw this last one, Cars and Coffee on Saturday, and that is in the morning. That is always the first thing in the morning, so I am not going to worry about where I'm gonna put that one. It's gonna go there. And let's see, other than that, let me use these Scalloped Headers really quickly. I'm planning to release this plan with me on Tuesday, and then I'll put out another video. I think on Friday is when the next one will come up. So I am going to do plan with me here, and then another video on Friday. So cool. I actually really like how this is coming together. So I will put this one out on Tuesday. Like I said, almost forgot what I was going to say or where I was going to put this. There's that one. And then the planner walkthrough video, like I said, will be on Friday. I'm going to put it down here closer to the bottom. Okay, there is that. And let me see if there's anything else up here. I don't think there is really anything else that I need to put in. I might put this little this week sticker up here at the top. And then that should be good. And now let me just go through, and I'm going to put in some other like to-do items that I have going on every day. But I'm going to speed through that because I obviously made it pretty long by just like chatting through putting all of the stuff down. So let me speed through that really quickly, and then I'll be right back, and that will be pretty much it for this week. Okay, so here is everything all written out, and let me go through like I normally do with my dot marker, and I will just put dots next to everything as we go through it. So Monday is actually going to be a pretty busy day. I have all of these to-do list items for work. Obviously, except for like printing and cutting, post office, and upload. So this is all like kind of work related if you want to call like Monarch Plans work stuff, which it kind of is. And then down here I have stuff for home, like I need to do laundry or finish up laundry, change the sheets on our bed, do some dishes, and then I need to order some envelopes for our thank you cards, which we are hopefully going to send out sometime this week. That is like a huge goal of mine, is to really get all of that stuff pretty much done this weekend and sent out. And then Tuesday, I just have a couple meetings for work, but nothing too big. The thing that I'm most excited about on Tuesday is 5 p.m. We have our Club Moxie closing meditation, which is awesome. The opening meditation was super, super nice. I did it and it was like just such a great experience. So I can't wait to see what this one is like. And then I have a couple things I need to do for my shop. So I just have those listed. And then other than that, I have these couple to-do list items down here at the bottom, which are just writing out the thank you notes, assembling some of the oops baggies and just getting those completely finished. That should be a pretty quick little process, but I just need to get that done on Tuesday, so they're all ready to go out the rest of the week. And then paying some bills. On Wednesday, I have some bills to pay and just some stuff to do for the shop. Pretty much every single day, I'll be doing some type of printing and cutting just because I have a lot of orders that I also got this weekend, which I just want to thank you guys so much, because not only was last weekend super busy with the new releases, but it was like all week and into the weekend. You guys were definitely checking out the shop, and I am just very, very thankful for that, because just opening up my shop, I really had no idea what to expect, and I just am constantly blown away by all of the support you guys give me. So side note there, but Thursday is payday, so it's all like the related stuff with that, like updating our budget, paying some more bills that are due, and then putting in a grocery order. Again, that day I'll be at work all day, like off site at like an in-person conference type thing. So that's definitely different because I currently work from home. And so I haven't had to like go anywhere for work in a very long time. That's going to be my first like in-person conference in almost 2 years now. So that's just so crazy. And then the MakseLife pricing guide is being sent out that day. So I can't wait to see what that looks like and share with you guys and just talk with you guys about what you're thinking in terms of MakseLife, because honestly, it's exciting. Friday, I have a couple things going on. I'm off work, but I have Monarch Plans new releases coming out, and I usually try to treat Friday as pretty much like an extension of my work week. So I'm always trying to do work for my shop that day. If it's printing, cutting, filling orders, all of that stuff, I usually try to schedule a full day on Friday. So a lot of times I'll be waking up at 7 and I will be like printing and cutting and working on things all day until Andrew gets home or even later. So So it is definitely a full day. So even though I only have a 4-day work week for my actual full-time job, Friday is still like definitely a very busy day for me. So I'll have printing and cutting, post office, and Black Friday prep on Friday. I also put up here data day because that is my weigh-in day. So I will just put in my little weigh-in up here. And then I have to do some filming also. So I will put a list of the other things I'm planning to film. But this is the video that will be coming out on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday are definitely very relaxed. I'll probably do some different things that I didn't get done on Friday for the shop. So whether that's like filling a couple more orders and taking them to the post office or printing and cutting some restocks, we'll just have to see. But in general, I'm just going to try at least to do some chores on Saturday and get those out of the way so Sunday can be a completely relaxed day. I'll just do some goal check-ins and stuff like that. And then hopefully it is just full of doing nothing, maybe watching some movies or something like that. And then finally, I have these to-do list items over here. I just have to make some phone calls. And then we have a lot of stuff in our garage that are for sale or we need to take to Goodwill. So that's what I'll be doing. And I have been meaning to actually look for a different place to take things than Goodwill because I'd rather donate them to like a shelter. So I wrote that, but then I just saw that and realized like I don't think I'll be taking things to Goodwill. Hopefully I can find something throughout the week, like a different place to donate. So we'll just have to see. But I'm keeping things open during the weekend to see if things come up because this past weekend we weren't planning on doing anything. And then like the day before we learned that there was a big home show that would be up in Scottsdale. So we decided to go to that. So I like to try and keep things a little bit open in case we want to hang out with family or we have things that we need to do, but we will just have to see. Usually that stuff gets planned like on Friday. So this is just going to stay a little bit more open for now. But other than that, I will probably put like my meals down here or maybe the workout that I have planned. So we'll just have to see how I end up using this bottom section. We'll see how that goes, but I think we are all good for this week. And I actually really like how this turned out. Definitely with like other stuff in here, it's not as focused on like the creepy pictures. It's more just kind of balanced. So I really appreciate that. And it didn't turn out as like super weird and creepy as I originally thought it would. So let me know how you like this. I know some people will and some people won't, but just figure I better do something different. It's in the spirit of the season. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in and I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.